Hi Virgo, welcome to Moonfire Tarot. I'm Jules, an intuitive tarot reader. We are looking into your career goals, life, financial, guidance, all that good stuff. All right. For the next few weeks that are coming up, what's going to be percolating on your mind, basically. All right. Have a couple announcements to make. I'll make them quick before we dive in. So, I just launched my intuitive tarot and oracle reading courses. They're video courses, very affordable. So you can learn as you go and have live readings done if you like to read it like a comic strip. Fastest way just to get you guys started. All right. So you can find us at moonfiretarot.com. Link is in the description box if you're interested in learning more. There's previews and all that good stuff. And also, I partnered up with Chalkboard Candle Company. They're a great little company that donates a portion of their proceeds to help teachers with financial rewards, gifts, cover bills, all that good stuff. And it's an amazing product. Okay. This is the bookworm candles, coconut wax base. You could use Moonfire 15 at checkout for 15% off. Treat yourself, treat someone else. 55 hours of burn time. I'm a sweet girl, so I got the apple cider donut one, but they have all types of scents. Okay. So all that out the way, guys. Let's do it. All right. All right, Spirit, talk to me for Virgo. What is coming up? Ooh, see at the deck split, I'm seeing shedding and manifesting. So that is all about outgrowing your current position, having self-growth, improving in some way. And some of you guys may be manifesting some type of new opportunity. I know, I think I posted Virgo careers onto TikTok and Instagram. I did see a really good career reading. A lot of people like, yeah. So let's see what comes out. All right, Spirit, talk to me for Virgo. What do they need to know? What's going on? All right, cutting ties. All right, that is all about basically cutting ties, letting things go, headed towards a new life. All right, some of you may be making some big changes. That's the overall energy. All right, I'm seeing perspective needs to change a bit. You may be doubting yourself, okay, but you have star power, and that is all about tapping into your ability to shine. I remember I got similar perspective and star power when I first started, and I still get it sometimes because it's like, we doubt ourselves, we're afraid to put ourselves out there, but we don't know what we can do till we try. And sometimes it takes practice putting yourself out there, whatever the situation is. But that's coming through strong, so that's good. All right, let's see, putting your demands on the table. All right, and it could also be going after what you want, basically, like switching up that perspective, because it looks like you're trying to manifest or bring in some type of new beginning, a fresh start, new job, new life. Can be a lot of things. All right, it could be beginnings in relationships, homes, job, it could be a lot. So good energy to see. And I am seeing angelic guidance. All right, your guides are helping you out. They're trying to show you signs. All right, I mean, they generally always are, but when it's coming out in a reading, all right, some of you may be hearing those angel guides. All right, I am seeing honest work. Okay, you may have a job that's not so, it's not so glamorous to you, or you don't really like it, makes you want to go for a drink after work, that kind of energy. But here we go, changing direction. Your purpose is unfolding slowly. It's a compass here. So a lot of you guys, change is definitely on your mind. But of course, money matters. So is money. So maybe some financial restraints, financial worries, people skills though. Let's see. And reward. Spirit, talk to me more about that. That could be like you have a flair of working with others. Okay, but that can come out like, needing to talk to people, or tap into that. Maybe you're seeking a career where you talk more with people, or you shine in your own way. You know what I mean? You may have a way about you from the looks of this reading that you need to acknowledge to switch up that perspective. Okay, and it's going to lead to higher incomes, or raises, bonuses, whichever. Spirit, talk to me. People skills, can you expand a little bit more? Many choices. Yeah, some of this, you have more choices than you realize, or in relationships is coming up. All right, that could be networking. Okay, that could be, talking to more people, good office coworkers, managers that may be able to help you out, help you discover some choices. Rubbing elbows with the right people, you know what I mean? And that's like you have choices even if you realize that you don't. Okay, you may know someone who can, hook you up, stuff like that. Maybe for some of you. Okay, so Bottom of deck, I am seeing education. Some of you guys may be literally in school still, taking a course, learning. You could be doing tutorials. You could be, doing research on something. I've seen that card come up in many different ways, but something about your doing your homework in a nutshell is leading to a great match. You're on the verge of finding that perfect match. Now, for some of you who are literally in a degree program, that energy may not hit you for a while, but you never know if you just want to change the job. If you do work a certain job, a part-time or even a full-time while you're in school, some of this may also lead to that. Okay, to finding a great match in the meantime, for example, out of whatever change. But for the long haul, like if you guys are big career changes, that could be a little bit longer for some of you. Okay, so I am seeing magic. Now you got manifesting magic. You have the power to use your magic to attract what you want in life, and that's changing that mindset is going to be a big part of that, guys. Okay, Spirit, talk to me. A couple more cards. Progress. Yeah, so for those of you in the long haul, it may seem like you're not making progress, that things are taking a long time, but there is some type of fortune on your side. All right, things may be improving soon, and I am seeing harmony now in the bottom of the deck. For those of you, that's kind of like a working from home card, but that could just be having a more peaceful work environment. I mean, that's why you're cutting ties, because the job's just too stressful. Okay, you're like, screw this. All right. Spirit, talk to me. Tarot. What do you guys? I am seeing rest and reflection on your mind. Maybe seeing the light about something. The Four of Swords energy flashing at the shuffle. Spirit, talk to me. What else does Virgo need to know? High Priestess. All right, let's see where this goes. Trusting your intuition. Something about tapping in here. Eight of Coins. Oh, the Emperor on to come out again. I think Eight of Coins and the Emperor. Did it come out for, I forget, Sag or Aquarius? You may have some of that in your chart. And there's that limited mindset again. All right, let's see. Any more about this? The Fool. Yes. Okay, so let me just get a little bit more from the High Priestess because she feels really strong. For Virgo, Spirit. Three of Coins. Okay, so you need to trust your intuition about something. Okay, is most likely this new life that you want. All right, you got angelic guidance, got the High Priestess, that she's the veil between the spirit world and that is the veil in all of us, basically our ability to tap in and connect. And when I clarify that, it's talking about Three of Coins, which is all about building foundations. Okay, perfecting your skills, working with others, teamwork. All right, learning. And this card, this deck, is a little girl kind of climbing golden stairs, collecting those coins. All right, now I see the Eight of Coins. That's acquiring expertise, burning the midnight oil. Some of you may be working really hard. And Emperor. See, this is going to help you. So it's almost like education, almost leading you to be able to make power moves. All right. Now Emperor could also be a boss, but it does feel like it's you taking action. All right. But backstory or issues, again, with the limited mindset, feeling stuck, self-doubt, Five of Swords, it could be some toxic energy. But I am going to say for career, Five of Swords gets a bad rep, but in career readings, it can have two meanings, and I will clarify for you guys. That could be toxic energy at the workplace or in your life that may be impacting you somehow, petty fights, communication issues. A lot of times that's, being willing to do whatever it takes to get something, right? So ruthlessly winning on this deck, they call it too, when it comes to, especially when it comes to career. So, and now I do see 10 of Coins. So that's financial abundance, prosperity, lasting security. Okay. It's like, it's the traditional deck. It's a castle, and they got the grandparents and the kids and the family dogs and all the coins all over the place, And now I see the Fool, a new beginning, almost like the new life card, taking a leap of faith. Okay, and I got Seven of Swords. So again, with strategy, let me see where that goes. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Swords. Here we go. So Seven of Swords, sometimes they call it lies, whatever, but in career or just, tarot lore, it's also about strategy. thinking strategically. Traditionally, this card, has a yellow background, which talks about higher consciousness. Okay. So while it could be lies and things like that, it's also about using strategy. And then I see the Ace of Pentacles, new beginnings, new job offers, new abundance, new paths to abundance, Ace of Swords, newfound clarity, new mindsets. That's cutting through the Eight of Swords energy, which is all about limited mindsets. Okay, that is what's going to help you here. Is there anything else for Virgo? So you're headed to a new beginning. Let me see. Can I get anything else? Well, Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment. You're going to be happy about this, feeling smug. Now, the King of Cups keeps wanting to poke out. Water sign may be relevant, okay? But when it comes to cutting ties, this Five of Swords, I was going to clarify that Five of Swords, right? No, actually, I think it's fine. I think we got the gist. We got this. I think it's pretty clear here. But I will say, with the King of Cups showing, all right, when I see the Five of Swords, I feel like this is probably to clarify. See, in this deck, it has him marked as peaceful diplomacy because the King of Cups is also a counselor. He has people skills. He's caring. Now, water sign energy may be relevant, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. But I feel like what this is talking more about is literally peaceful diplomacy. If you're cutting ties, if you've been experiencing petty fights, or maybe you're getting too aggressive in your search for financial abundance, you know what I mean? It's to lead with your heart and mastering your emotions. Okay. And the King of Cups can be very patient as well. Okay. Yeah, I do see the devil here. So, toxic habits, overthinking, whatever. I see Nine of Wands, defensive, tired, that does tend to bring out our colors if we're going after something. All right, that could be side message. Some of you, maybe you have a competitive work environment, and that could be why you want to cut ties too and start this new beginning, because you're trying to be happy, and no shame in that, right? So beautiful energy to see. It does look like things are uplifting. Okay, you're gonna have some new beginnings soon. Spirit, talk to me about cash flow for Virgo. What do they need to know? In the meantime, Spirit, talk to me about cash flow. Why? Just do that with my cards. Sorry, I've been shuffling all day, guys. So my hands, if you're watching on YouTube, they're like, it's my last reading for the day. So I love the pocket decks. I love the full size decks too, but pocket decks, guys, if you do this all day, they come in handy. Spirit, oh, this feels strong. Queen of Wands. All right, fire sign energy may be relevant. Okay, but that is also owning the room, going after what you want. Okay, I have the Ace of Wands here. New passions, new beginnings, and now we have three aces. Okay, passionate motivations, new projects, new spark, an offer to something that you really, crazy about. And a Magician, speaking, communications. Page of Cups, sweetness, dreaming. So this is good energy to see as far as financial. It tells me that, you guys are filled with motivation. You may be, trying to make things happen. Let me clarify a little bit. Spirit, talking about the Ace of Wands. You may even have a new side project or something. Seven of Cups. There you go with the options. Let me see. Confusion. What do I do? Knight of Pentacles. Overthinking but approaching. And the Devil card. Again, with the limited mindsets, Eight of Cups, walking away from things no longer serve you. So I'm going to say you may have a bright new motivation. You'll be very motivated to make your financial goals happen. I'm not seeing any warnings or like, hey, take it slow. Hey, things like that. It may be that you're dreaming again. All right. And you have this new passion and you may be confused about how to get what you want. With this energy, with the Seven of Cups, deciding what's meant for you. But with the Knight of Pentacles has all he needs to make things happen. Okay. Sometimes he can overthink. That's a drawback, but he still approaches abundance. He's still holding a coin, but with the Devil next to him, this is a lot of earth sign energy here. Overthinking, fears, limited thinking, again, creating blockages. Eight of Cups, walking away from what no longer serves you in the bottom of the deck. So, getting rid of things. And there's that Fool card, getting ready for a new start. Spirit, talk to me more about the Page of Cups, because that is also a lot of communication coming through here. Spirit, talk to me. Oop. And another page wanted to flip out. My goodness. Actually, 3 cards flipped out. All right, what do we got here? Page of Swords, Queen of Pentacles. That's your energy. All right, looking good, looking good. Queen of Pentacles holds a big pentacle. 6 of Cups, nostalgia, the past, reconciling, messages coming through. Some of you, fire, earth energy. Some of you could be working things out with someone from your past, okay, and finances that may be helping with cash flow, okay. Page of Swords is also learning and being a student, but it's also messages coming through. Yeah, now I have a 2 of Cups in the bottom of the deck. This could be a business partnership. This could be a love, obviously, you know, especially with 10 of Pentacles and commitments. That could be, you know, literally, like, let's keep it real, right? When we're partnered up with someone, sometimes, you know, talking finances, things are going good, ideal situations, you know, harmonious flow, all right, a balanced money flow. If this is business partnerships, it looks good, you know, like getting a lot of positive energy if you are actually trying to start a new venture of some sort with someone else. Because I think you did get, you did get the relationships card coming up here. So, you know, that's a good sign as well. All right, anything else? And the Queen of Coins ain't broke. Again, with the limited mindset, Virgo. Death, it's ending. Yay! Page of Wands, and then with the fearlessness and pages, okay? So I would say, this is all communication, seeing potential, feeling free, having fun, dreaming, learning. But it's not naiveness, which is good, because I would say that, because I would warn about that with, the pages, right? And big financial decisions, but you do have 2 court cards here. So that's good, all right? And there is an end to the limited mindset, and you guys are getting bolder on something. So if you're working with someone or thing, it looks like good energy. 8 of Pentacles, higher incomes, again in the bottom of the deck, working hard, putting in the elbow grease, acquiring expertise. All right, Spirit, talk to me for Virgo for last advice before we send them off into the wild, wild world. Let's take a look. We got here. Your commitment is being tested. Don't let your past hold you back. And 6 of Cups did come up here. And that could be where limited thinking is coming from, all right? Fears, which makes sense. What do you need to release? Yes, yes, yes. Show the world the real you with that star. What was it? Yeah, the star power card. A new star is coming. God, so many people are getting that. I think it's like effects of the eclipses. I know there's a lot going on in astrology, guys, if you keep up with that. There's definitely a lot of energy. It's just like quite a few signs are getting a new star is coming, okay? So emotions are running high. The energy is gaining momentum, but it feels like this is more backstory, okay? The dominant energy is a new star is coming. Okay, so that's like just the build up. And I do see look at the bigger picture. I haven't seen this card in a very long time. I forgot it was in the deck. Look at the bigger picture with something, and I see it's time to take action. So beautiful energy to see, Virgo. Best of luck to you. Yes, there is a lot of action cards showing up here. I hope those messages helped you. Let me know how they resonate. I'd love to hear from you guys, whether you're listening on the podcast, watching on YouTube, whichever. Light and love, guys. Take care.